fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dawgs! We got a guy on third and nobody out. It's time to stand up, yes, it's time to shout. We're playing some ball and we're having some fun. Come on, boys, let's score that run. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dawgs! Field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dawgs! 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 Don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dawgs! Let's go, Dawgs!
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the city of Little Falls, Mayor Mark Blass, the Little Falls Common Council, and our entire DiamondDawgs family, thank you for being the best baseball fans in the entire Mohawk Valley. Don't forget about our new promotions this year. Strike out the side. If your dog's hurdler strikes out the first 3 hitters he faces in a specific inning, one lucky participant in attendance is
Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to beautiful Veterans Memorial Park here in Little Falls, New York, as tonight the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs host the Boonville Lumberjacks in a perfect game Collegiate Baseball League Eastern Division matchup. I'm Scott Kimball, and the DiamondDawgs have already clinched their ticket to the postseason as they are in 3rd place in the East Division with a record of 25-17. They are 6-4 in their last 10 games, but they did lose last night to Watertown 62 here at Vets Park. The Lumberjacks are in 8th place in the East Division with a 14-29 record. They are 3-7 in their last 10 games, and they did lose last Tuesday night. That's when they last played. They dropped an 8-1 decision to the Utica Blue Sox. The Lumberjacks are in must-win mode tonight as they are hanging on to their playoff hopes by a thread, so they really need a win tonight against the DiamondDawgs. Starting tonight for the DiamondDawgs on the mound is Hayden Duke. Hayden is 1-5 with a 6.39 ERA, and he's got 34 strikeouts on the season. Apologize for that delay. Live TV. My notebook fell right on the floor as I was just about to grab that.
Any fan that'd like to run the bases, please report to the area behind the first base dugout. Any fan that'd like to run the bases after this half inning.
So these teams have faced each other 5 times in the regular season thus far, with the Dogs winning 4 of 5. With this being the 6th meeting, this is it for the regular season for their meetings.
Baseman number 2 from Union University, Eli Snelson.
And we are just about ready to go here as Boonville sends their first batter up. That's in the form of Eli Snelson. He's their second baseman out of Union University. He is batting .258 on the season. The left-handed Duke looks in, and we are just about ready to go here at Vets Park. And the first pitch, low and outside for ball 1. Well, we got a beautiful sunny day here, a little warm, but we got a nice little breeze coming in, which you can't ask for anything better. So with a count of 1-0, Duke goes into the stretch, and here's the pitch. Over the plate for strike 1. Even in his count out at 1-1. So Duke comes to us from Salve Regina University, which I was told is in Rhode Island. Very interesting. And here's the pitch. Oh, what a play by Sam Miller. A backhanded stab of a soft line drive just over his head, but the athletic Miller makes the catch for out number 1. And now coming to plate for Boonville is their left fielder, Matthew Layton. Matthew comes to us from Spartan Methodist College, and he is batting .242 on the season so far. Layton's a left-hander, so we're going to have a left-handed pitcher versus left-handed batter matchup. As Duke looks in, he goes into his windup, and here's the pitch. And he upsets strike 1 right at the knees. Nice pitch by Duke. Duke looking to bring it again there. He's looking right in. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Strike 2 right on the corner, and right off the bat, Duke gets himself into a good pitcher's count at 0-2. I mentioned that breeze earlier. It's blowing out to center field right now. And boy, I tell you, it looks beautiful with Old Glory waving out in the center field fence. And here's the pitch. Little bit outside, ball 1. I don't know if that was by design. Maybe try to get him to chase a bad pitch right off the bat. But Layton held up, and we got a count of 1-2 with no runners aboard here in the first inning. And the pitch just inside as the count evens at 2. And we got no outs here with no runners aboard in the top of the first inning. And, of course, no score. So here's the pitch. Ooh, just missed. Just missed. And after being down 0-2 in the count, Layton has battled back to make a full count now. We got 3-2 with 1 out, no runners aboard, no score in the top of the first inning here at Vets Park. Duke looks in, he sets, he delivers the pitch, fouled back. Layton stays alive. Knocking that one back into the old cage here. You know, if you've never been to Vets Park, this is one of those parks that's got a lot of foul territory behind home plate, so ball gets by the catcher, it can be a dangerous situation if you got runners aboard. Here's the pitch, inside, almost hit him, but he did not. And it doesn't really make any difference because it's ball 4, and Layton draws a walk. And up next is the right-handed batting Jake Hatch. Jake is the extra hitter tonight for the Boonville Lumberjacks, and he comes out of Manhattan College. Jake is batting .229 on the season thus far. Duke looks over at first base, comes to the plate. Whoa, and he did get Hatch. I'm right in the leg. I'm sure that did not tickle. But it does not matter. Hatch shakes it off and takes his base down to first base.
Joshua Lopez.
So after getting the first out, we now got runners aboard here on first and second for Boonville as the cleanup hitter Joshua Lopez comes to the plate. Joshua is the Lumberjacks catcher, and he goes to Thomas Jefferson University. He's also batting .229. That is not a coincidence, folks. I thought that was a misprint at first. It is not. Him and Hatch are both hitting .229. Oh, well, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here. Hatch ran down to first base, but I tell you, that stings, and it's hurting him. Got him right on the back of the thigh, it looks like he's indicating there. And you know, too, in this heat, because it's quite humid here in Little Falls tonight, and that does not help with cramping either. So you take a pitch like that to the leg, hot, humid conditions, it just adds to it all. So we're going to take a pause here for a second. And while we're taking a pause, we just want to wish the Dawgs assistant coach, Tyler Roper, a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tyler. I'm not really sure how old he is, but I got to imagine that he's younger than me, probably by a lot, too. So I'm 49 years old, and Tyler, he don't look a day over 25. So enjoy your day, Tyler. Hopefully your Dawgs can bring you a win. And it looks like Hatch is going to stay in the game. He's going to gut it out. That's what ball players do, boy. They don't want to come out of the game for nothing. It looks like Hatch is a real competitor. He's going to stay in. So you got Hatch on first base. Hatch on first base. Layton's on second. We got one out. And like I said, you got the Lumberjacks cleanup hitter coming up. So Josh Lopez suddenly has the table set for him. And now after a brief break, Hayden Duke is ready to go again. Takes a little look over to second base. And here's the pitch. And the umpire says, no, that was a little high and outside. Just missed for Hayden Duke. By the way, Duke is number 1 on the lineup here. He's got number 1 on the back of his jersey. And here's the pitch. And ball 2, a little bit high. You know, just thinking about famous number 1s through baseball history, the first name that comes to my mind anyway is Billy Martin. But I don't know, it'll be interesting to see out on social media anybody who's watching tonight if you can think of anybody else, and we'll have to see if we can find that and mention that as well. So we got a count of 2-0 here, and a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Missed it by that much.
I'll tell you, Lopez took a healthy cut at that one for sure. Just missed it, though, and the count is now 2-1 with runners aboard on first and second for the Lumberjacks, and no score here in the top of the first inning. Ooh, and got a little away from him, and we have another hit by pitch. Lopez got hit in the leg there, too, so now the bases are loaded with one out.
From the New Jersey Institute of Technology, Nick Vega.
So not only do Jake Hatch and Joshua Lopez have a .229 batting average, they now both have hit by pitches to their credit tonight. Bases are loaded with one out, and we're going to talk things over a little bit out at the mound. And while we're waiting for him to get back to action, I do want to mention that Hayden Duke is 1-5 this year with a 6.39 ERA with 34 strikeouts. So let's see if that little talk with the DiamondDawgs catcher Mitch Belling is going to settle him down a little bit and get him out of this jam, as he's got one out with bases juiced, no runners across here in the top of the first inning. And Nick Vega is up to the plate. He's the Lumberjacks designated hitter, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. So Nick comes to us from the New Jersey Institute of Technology, and he is batting .235 on the season. And here's the pitch. A little flare into right field that's going to land in for a base hit. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Or 1 run, I'm sorry, just 1 run.
The center fielder, number 16 from McLennan Community College, Marcus.
Just 1 gets in. I was looking over to right field, and I thought I saw 2 come in, but that's going to happen from time to time, right? All right, so we still got the bases loaded, though, with 1 out, 1 run in. And now up is Marcus Smith. Marcus is the the Lumberjack center fielder, and he comes to us from McLennan Community College. He's a right-hander, and here's the pitch from Duke. Strike one right down the pipe. That's what he needed. As he's in his stretch, he's looking into Mitch Ballot. They want to get on the same page here and try to get out of this inning. And here's the pitch. Fouled back. Strike two. Did that make it into the tennis courts? I don't know. I couldn't tell from this vantage point. Anyways, the count is 0-2 now to Marcus Smith. And with the bases loaded, the Dogs can go anywhere with a force play with our ground ball to the infield. You got one out. You got one run across so far. Let's see what happens here. And, ooh, boy, he laced that one into center field. Jaden Ross picks it, and he throws in. Oh, boy, there's 2 runs in. And now the Lumberjacks have got runners on third and second. As Smith took second on the throw-in.
23 from Alliance University, Darnell Guerrero.
And Darnell Guerrero comes to the plate now. He's their right fielder. He comes to us from Alliance University. Guerrero is batting .282 on the year. All right, we're having a little break here in the action as it looks like padding was picked up off of second base. We got runners on second and third now with 1 out, 3 runs across in the inning for Boonville. As Hayden Duke goes to work trying to get out of this, a swing and a miss by Guerrero for strike 1. Well, the Lumberjacks got what they needed. They got a big inning to start off, and it's not over yet. With the count 0-1 to Darnell Guerrero. And the pitch is high, ball 1. As the Lumberjack runners dance off third and second base. Sorry. And Hayden Duke looks in. And the left-hander delivers. And the ump says, no, sir, that was inside. Ball 2. So you got a count of 2-1 with 1 out. 3 runs in so far. And runners on second and third for Boonville with Darnell Guerrero at the plate. And here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Guerrero went after that one. That looked a little outside, but hey, it's easy for me to say up here. I'm not in that batter's box facing the heat. So you got a count of 2-2 now. And boy, does Hayden Duke need a strikeout here. As he goes into a stretch, here's the pitch. Into the dirt. Oh, it gets away from Ballant. Runner comes across. And then Marcus Smith advances to third. 4 runs across in the inning. We got a full count, 1 out. 4-0 here in the top of the first inning. And Hayden Duke just trying to get out of this inning here. So the Lumberjacks have only got 2 hits, but they have pushed across 4 runs, like I said. And here's the pitch in a little bit outside. And it draws the walk there for Guerrero, which brings up Mike Gorham. Mike Gorham is the Lumberjacks' first baseman. He plays at UMass Boston.
Number 35 from University of Massachusetts in Boston, Mike Gorham.
Mike's batting 109 on the season. He's a left-handed batter. We're going to have a little conference at the mound here. We might be having a pitching change already here. And we do. I'll let you know who that is momentarily.
Bo Buckley.
Bo Buckley.
University, number 34, Bo Buckley.
Yeah, Coach Luby has elected to go to the bullpen here in an attempt to stop the bleeding. He's going to bring in Bo Buckley. All right, well, they get Buckley their warm-ups in. We're just going to take a real quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created more ways to save. Just use your Advantage card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
All right, we are back here at Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls. We're in the top of the first inning with the Boonville Lumberjacks leading 4-0 on the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs.
This guy's going to steal second with third being occupied.
So right now you got Bo Buckley has just come into the game, the right-hander out of Fairfield University. He relieves a Hayden Duke, who had kind of a rough outing so far today. But you know what, folks? There's still a lot of baseball to be played yet, so don't give up hope by any means. Coming to the plate now, like I said, is Mike Gorham. Mike is their first baseman out of UMass Boston. Mike is batting 109 on the year. The left-hander digs in, and here's the pitch. Strike one. So Bo Buckley gets himself off to a good start here. You got runners on first and third with one out. Duke would still be responsible for those runners should they score. But that notwithstanding, Buckley goes into a stretch. Here's the windup, here's the pitch, and a little bit high and outside. Ball one. So you got 1-1 right now for the count with one out, runners on the corners, and a score of 4-0 in the top of the first inning. As Gorman take a couple of warm-up swings there in the box, everybody's ready to go. And here's the pitch, and a ground ball over to Corey Adams. Let's see if they can turn two. Over to Sam Miller, second, over for the first. And they got him with a double play. That is exactly what the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs needed. As Sebastian Muller made a nice dig there to get that ball in to complete the double play. However, at the end of the top of the first inning, the score is 4-0, and we will be right back.
Little Falls, New York combines the charms of a small town with the conveniences of a much larger city. Of course, you'd expect to find welcoming people, beautiful scenery, family-friendly activities, and plenty to do outdoors, but you might be surprised to find that Little Falls, New York also has an espresso bar, gem shop, art center, French restaurant, antique centers, local hospital, and extensive civic services and amenities. Not to mention homes both beautiful and affordable, nestled in a dramatic natural setting amongst steep hills that descend to the Mohawk River and Erie Canal. Little Falls, New York. It's a great place to spend a few days or a lifetime.
Visit My Little Falls and stay connected with the latest news, information, and events in the city and the area. Our mission is to generate interest in the community and connect residents in a more meaningful way by facilitating deeper conversations about how these stories will shape the future of the Mohawk Valley. Join thousands of weekly visitors who stay up to date with feature stories, interviews, videos, our event calendar, and print publication, the Mohawk Valley Express. It's about timely local news for the community, keeping citizens informed about important issues, telling about the people who live and work here, and giving locally owned businesses businesses the opportunity to reach a very targeted audience of locals and tourists alike. It's a whole new form of media-rich content developed specifically for today's mobile lifestyle and listeners. You can download our iOS app in the iTunes Store, listen to our country music streaming radio station, or sign up for a weekly newsletter. Stop by today at mylittlefalls.com. You'll be glad you did.
All right, we are back at Veterans Memorial Park here in the bottom of the first inning, where the DiamondDawgs will be looking to throw a ladder and climb out of this hole they find themselves in. They're down 4-0. But like I said when we went to break, there is a heck of a lot of baseball to be played here. And on the mound tonight for the visiting Boonville Lumberjacks is Albert Bobadilla. Albert is 4-4 with an ERA of 4.53 and 24 strikeouts. And coming to the plate for the DiamondDawgs now, looking to lead things off, is Nick Storino. Nick is the Dogs' left fielder out of Fairfield University, and he's batting .287 on the season. So let's see if the left-handed hitting Storino can get on base and get this rally going for your Dogs tonight. As Bobadilla looks in, here's the pitch. And it was a little outside according to the umpire. Ball 1. Lopez had a little flare on that catch too. That was interesting. So here's the pitch number 2. Outside again, ball 2. So it looks like Bobadilla is trying to work that outside part of the plate, but he hasn't quite connected just yet with a count of 2-0. And there's a pitch right down the middle. Storino taking all the way. And the count is 2-1 with no outs, no runners aboard here in the bottom of the first inning with the Jacks up 4-0. And here's the pitch, strike 2. And after being up in the count 2-0, Storino now has an even count at 2. With Bobadilla working really fast here. So here's the pitch again. Just outside. Good look there by Storino to work a full count as he looks to get on board and get this rally going. Here's the pitch, high and away, and there it is, ball 4. So Storino does his job, leads off by getting on base.
Now to the bat, second baseman number 37. College of William
and that is going to bring up Corey Adams. Corey is the Dogs' second baseman out of William & Mary, and he's batting .258 on the season so far. Corey's a right-hander, and every time I'm on the air, I got to say it because it's just so awesome. He always looks so happy to be at this ballpark. You got to love watching a player like Corey Adams. So as he digs in, Storino takes his lead off first base. Bobadilla looks in, and here's the pitch. Strike 1 according to the home plate umpire. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit more, and I'll tell you, that breeze kind of feels good here through the press box, even if it is blowing our papers all over the place. And the pitch, that's into right field. Right center, I should say. Oh, and Guerrero makes the catch. Storino's going to have to hold at first base.
The catcher number 17,
so 1 out.
Carson-Newman University, Mitchell Ballant.
And coming up to plate, Mitchell Ballant. He is the Dogs catcher out of Carson-Newman University. I'll tell you what, this guy is putting together an MVP-like season. So he leads the Dogs in hits with 48, runs with 29, and he's also been hit by a pitch 9 times, which leads the Dogs, which I'm sure is something you really don't want, but hey, you know what? Any way to get on base. He's also batting .316. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. I should mention, too, that Mitch is second in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League in hits, and he's tied for third in doubles, and he leads in RBIs. So with Storino at first base, Ballant will be looking to move him right along. And here's the pitch, fouled back about 15 feet over our heads. So Ballant finds himself falling behind at an 0-2 count. With the score 4-0 here in the bottom of the first inning, the Lumberjacks have the lead. All right, Bobadilla takes a quick look over at Storino. Instead, he comes to the plate, and the pitch is high. Had a little bit of movement on there, but nonetheless, it was high. Ball 1. So you got a count of 1-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. I tell you, a hit right here. Get this game going. Get the crowd back into it. Little high and tight. So it's ball 2, evens the count on at 2 with 1 out and a runner on first base. And yes, that is the gust of wind you hear blowing through here, the press box. And here's the pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. Abadila got him to chase a little bit, and that is a strikeout. Coming up to the plate now is the Dawgs cleanup hitter, Sebastian Muller. Sebastian's out of Quinnipiac. He's their first baseman, batting .278, and he also leads the team in home runs with 4. So let's see what the right-handed batting Muller can do. Strino's getting awful lonely out on first base. They need to move him along, get him out of there. As he takes a little bit, and there's going to be a little slight rainbow-like throw over. Just as a kind of a reminder, say, hey, listen, I'm here, and I'm keeping an eye on you. I just don't want to throw the ball away. So, nonetheless, it forces Strino back to first base. Everybody resets. Abadillo looks in. Muller's ready. He's in the stretch. And here's the pitch. Strike 1. Like I said, folks, the Dawgs have locked in their playoff spot, so most likely they'll be playing this Sunday. We just don't know where or who yet. In the meantime, here's the pitch, and that's down the right field line. Is that going to... Guerrero's over there, and he does make the catch at the line. That just kind of got hung up in the wind there on Muller and gave Guerrero plenty enough time to get over to end the inning. All right, no runs for the Dawgs on no hits, 1 walk. And we are ended the first inning. It's 4-0 Boonville, and we will be right back.
As your family starts to grow, so will your priorities. And sometimes finances can be difficult. You need local experts with resources that offer personalized products and services that guide you through life's changes. Whether you're starting out or need money-saving solutions, GPO is here for your family's needs.
Everyone deserves to be cared for and to live well.
At Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's why we're here.
From new plans that make great coverage more accessible and affordable,
To starting conversations about mental health.
and long-standing inequity.
All right, folks, we are back for the top of the 6th inning, or
And broadening
top of the
the
2nd inning. Boy, I'm batting
definition.
1,000 here tonight, aren't I? Here at Veterans Memorial Park, where the Dawgs are down 4-0. Bo Buckley's still in the game on the mound for the Dawgs. And coming to the plate for the Lumberjacks is Jordani Mendoza. He's their shortstop out of Western Oklahoma State. Batting .257, he is well above the Mendoza line. So let's see what the left-handed hitting Mendoza does against the right-handed throwing Buckley. And there's strike 1. I tell you, it looks like we got some dark clouds right behind the center field fence. I hope those go right by and we don't end up getting any precipitation here. And here's the pitch. That's a ground ball over to Corey Adams. He scoops it up. Over to Muller, and he did hang on. Nice play. Nice play by Sebastian Muller. The throw got away from Adams a little bit, but hey, you know what? That's what friends are for. Muller hangs on to the ball and the bag for the first out. All right, now up to the plate for the Jacks is Hugo Kornhaus. Hugo is their third baseman out of Mineral Area College University. I'm sorry, Mineral Area College. Hugo's batting .269, and he now has a count of 0-1. So let's see what the right-handed batting cornhose can do. Oh, that was a breaking pitch that had him fooled. Could not hold up, and we got a count of 0-2 now. So this is what the Dogs could really use right here. An inning of calm. And let's see if Buckley can finish him off here. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a little flare. It's going to land foul. Foul ball down the first baseline. Count remains 0-2. And we notice we got some fans here watching on our Facebook feed. We just want to give a quick shout out to Joanne Miller, Aaron Collins-Durachke, and Tammy Ross Walker. We appreciate you watching along on our Facebook feed, and we always love having you aboard. In the meantime, it's 0-2. Here's the pitch from Buckley, a little bit high, ball one. So there's one out, no runners aboard here in the top of the second inning, with the Jacks holding on to a 4-0 lead. And here's the pitch. That's a ground ball over to Hackett. Hackett scoops it up third base, long throw across the diamond and gets him. Nice play to get the second out of the inning. And like I said, this is exactly what the Dogs needed.
University, Eli Snelson.
All right. So now, with that said, the Jacks are back up to the top of the order with Eli Snelson up to the plate.
Pitching is number 27, Jacob Phillips.
Never mind. We've got a pinch hitter here, Jacob Phillips, in the game now for Eli Snelson. And here's the pitch. Strike one right on the corner. Nice pitch. So Phillips is a right-handed hitting batter. I don't have much info on him at this particular juncture other than his count is 0-1. Interesting. Whoa, that's a fly ball. Adams drifts back. He's calling for it. That's his, and that is it. The inning is over. 1-2-3. Good inning for Buckley as the Jacks go in order. And we are going into the bottom of the second with the Lumberjacks maintaining that 4-0 lead. We'll be right back.
Everyone deserves to be cared for and to live well.
At Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's why we're here.
From new plans that make great coverage more accessible and affordable,
To starting conversations about mental health.
and long-standing inequities,
We're moving beyond what you'd expect from us.
and broadening the very definition of health coverage. Because when we do that, everybody benefits.
Empower Federal Credit Union is here to serve our community of friends and family, neighbors, and businesses who make upstate New York home. Empower's mission is to provide the best financial solutions for today and help our members plan for tomorrow. Convenient mobile banking and competitive rate home and auto loans, credit cards that give back, and business solutions. Empower helps members do more, save smarter, and dream bigger. We're investing in the people and places you care about. That's the power of Empower Federal Credit Union.
If you are looking for some shopping and dining, head on over to Canal Place, where you will find quaint shops, galleries, restaurants, and inns situated in the old mill buildings and storefronts along the waterfront of Canal Place. They've become known as the happening place for the arts in the Mohawk Valley. Not so long ago, many of these buildings were working mills serving the garment industry. Even today, after conversion to service retail space, many of these rugged but lovely structures speak to our great regional manufacturing heritage. If you're looking for fine arts, entertainment, or antiques, you simply must pay a visit to Canal Place.
Sam Miller.
All right, we are back for the bottom of the second inning here at Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls with the Dogs down 4-0. Leading off for the Dogs in this inning is the shortstop, Sam Miller. Sam goes to Columbia University, and he is batting .257 on the year. After a scoreless first inning, Albert Bobdilia is still in the game for the Lumberjacks. And here's a pitch, had a little bit of movement on it, but the umpire says, nah, that was a little bit high, ball one. All right, Bobdilia looks in. Yeah, they got the count, or they got their pitch decided, and here it is, strike one on the corner. You know, we were just talking about who famous ball players that wore number one. Like I said, I came up with Billy Martin. I'm curious to see if anybody else is going to come up with any other players that they can think of. All right, that's flat. Fly out to the shortstop for the first out.
Coming to the plate, the right fielder, number 28 from St. Bonaventure's, Mark Dawgs.
All right, and now the right fielder for the Dogs up to the plate, Mark Dawgs, comes to us from St. Bonaventure University, and he's batting .224 on the year. And there's a little flare to the second baseman, but Snelson makes the play.
Now coming to the plate.
So 2 quick outs here for the Dogs in the inning.
The designated hitter from the University of Central Florida, Brady Shannon.
And now Brady Shannon up to the plate. The right-hander is the designated hitter for the Dogs tonight out of the University of Central Florida. Brady's hitting .239 on the season, but I'll tell you, last time I did a play-by-play here, he had just a monstrous game. He had a towering shot to left field, as I recall, and the Dogs could certainly use another one. Here's the pitch, and strike one. All right, so quickly we got an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. Ball 1.
So Snelson, he's just up to bat for Boonville. Yep. Switch his uniform. Okay, thank you.
And oh, he laced that one. Is that going to drop? No, it is not. It is not. The left fielder, Matthew Layton, makes the play, and that is the end of the inning. All right, so after 2 innings here at Veterans Memorial Park, the Boonville Lumberjacks hold a 4-0 lead over the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. We will be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this past January,
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
Sports Cards in Herkimer sponsors this top of the third. Leading off the left fielder, number 3 from Spartan Methodist College, Matthew Layton.
Okay, we are back for the top of the third inning here at Betts Memorial Park in Little Falls with the Jacks up 4-0. And leading off for the Jacks is Matthew Layton, who made the final out in the last inning. Here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball over to Sebastian Muller. He's going to take it himself. As Bo Buckley came over to cover, but Sebastian said, nah, you know what, pal, take a break because I got this one. 1 pitch, 1 out. All right, so now up is Jake Hatch. Jake's out of Manhattan College, and he is the Lumberjacks' extra hitter tonight. Last time up, he got hit by a pitch. So let's see what happens here. Bo Buckley digs in. Gets into a stretch. Here's the pitch. And nice little breaking pitch for strike 1. As the sun is starting to go down here a little bit at Vets Park. And the wind's died down a little bit too, even though it's still slightly going out to center field. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. So very quickly, Bo Buckley is up 0-2 in the count on Jake Hatch. We got 1 out, no runners aboard, with a 4-0 lead for the visitors from Boonville. Here's the pitch, strike 3. Nice pitch.
Coming to play the catcher, number 24 from Thomas Jefferson University, Joshua Lopez.
And now up is Joshua Lopez. Like Hatch, last time up, he got hit by a pitch, and he came into this game batting .229. So let's see what the Lumberjacks catcher does here. As we got 2 outs with no runners aboard in the top of the third inning and a 4-0 score. Buckley looks in, delivers the pitch. There it is, a little bit high. Ball reached up right by the umpire's head, so good thing he got up there. All right, and he delivers the pitch. A little bit of movement and good enough for a strike. I was heading right towards the middle of the plate and then broke right back over the corner. Nice pitch by Bo Buckley. Counts 1-1 with 2 outs. No runners aboard here. And another breaking pitch, but a little bit low. As the umpire says, nah, I can't call that one a strike. You were below the box, my friend. So we got a count of 2-1 here with 2 outs in the top of the third inning and no runners aboard. And here's the pitch. Strike 2. Oh, I tell you, that Bo Buckley's got some movement on those pitches tonight. Looking good. So we got Deuces Wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball over Sam Miller, shortstop on the backhand grab, fires across the diamond to Muller. They got him. Nice play all the way around for your Dogs. 3 up, 3 down, no runs across. So going to the bottom of the third inning, it's the Boonville Lumberjacks 4, the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs 0.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
Okay, we are back here for the bottom of the third inning at Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls, where the hometown Dogs are trailing the Boonville Lumberjacks 4-0. Coming up to the plate is Justin Hackett. Justin is the Dogs' third baseman who goes to Bryant University. Justin's batting .250 on the season. Made a nice play a couple innings ago on the field there to gun the runner out from across the diamond. So let's see if he can match that good play at the plate. It's his first time up for the game. The Dogs don't have any hits yet, so they'd certainly love to get one right now. And here's the pitch. No, sir. A little high and inside, says the umpire, for ball 1. As Bobadilla looks in, and here's the pitch, and once again, a little bit high. Justin Hackett into a nice hitter's count already at 2-0, with, of course, no outs, no runners aboard. And there's the pitch outside, ball 3. All right, so there you go. If you're the DiamondDawgs, that's what you want. You want a good hitter's count here with no outs, and got to get a rally going here. As Albert Bobadilla looks in, coordinates with his catcher Lopez, and here's the pitch, right down the pipe, strike 1. Hackett was taken all the way, so we got a count of 3-1 now, with no outs, no runners aboard here in the bottom of the third inning. And here's the pitch. Umpire says that caught the corner like a pair of scissors it did. 3-2 now is the count, with a full count to Justin Hackett. Going to be looking to protect the plate here. Bobadilla takes a little deep breath. Here's the pitch. No soup for you. That's ball outside. Ball 4 as Justin Hackett leads off with a
Coming up,
walk.
center fielder number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden.
And for the second consecutive inning, the Dogs have got the leadoff runner aboard. Now up is the Dogs center fielder, Jaden Ross. Jaden comes to us from Hudson Valley. He's batting .328 on the year. Which, by the way, that .328 leads the DiamondDawgs. So good for you, Jaden. And we'll see with a runner on first and no outs. Let's see if he can get that runner moving. In the bottom of the third inning with the score 4-0. As Bobby delivers the pitch from the stretch, strike one. Add a little bit of movement on it. Very humid, sticky night here at Veterans Park. And here's the windup and the pitch. Strike two, right on the corner. So we got a count of 0-2 now. With no outs, a runner on first base. And your DiamondDawgs got to start barking here and getting some runs, which we know they can do. And here's the pitch to Ross. Just a little bit outside. Ball one. Nice look there. I'll tell you, that was one of those darned if you do and darned if you don't pitches, because it was so close you almost think you got a swing, but it was also kind of it wasn't going to do much with it anyway. So we let it go. Ball one. 1-2 here with no outs. Runner on first base. And Bobby Delia delivers. And that's outside, so we got a count of 2-2 now. So it's like Guns N' Roses said back in '89, got to have a little patience, and that's exactly what Jaden Ross has had at this at-bat. We got no outs with a runner on first base. And a swing and a miss for strike three. All right, well, that's one out. And we're going back to the top of the lineup now.
Number 6 from Fairfield University,
Nick Storino comes to the plate. Nick is the DiamondDawgs left fielder from Fairfield University. Drew a walk in his first at-bat. He's batting .287 coming into this game, and he's got a runner on first base. And let's see what the Dogs can do here. I like to say Storino that stirs the drink. So, yes, I know, a cheap takeoff on what they used to say about Reggie Jackson. But there's a foul ball over the third base. Fans, probably into somebody's yard at this point. So we got a count of 0-1 now with one out. With a runner on first base. And Nick Storino at the plate. As Justin Hackett takes a little bit of a lead. He's looking to get down to second base here. And a foul ball dribbling down the first base line to make the count 0-2 with one out. In the bottom of the third inning. You know, like I said, coming into this game, Boonville is in a must-win situation, whereas the Dogs have got their playoff spot locked up. Now it's just a matter of who they play and when. So, but regardless, the Dogs have got a 4-0 hole to dig out of. Here's the pitch, low and outside for ball one. To bring the count to 1-2 here to Nick Storino with one out in the bottom of the third inning. It takes a couple of little warm-up cuts there in the batter's box. And here's the pitch. Inside, ball two. Nick had to have some quick feet there to jump back out of the way because he certainly didn't want to get hit in the leg by that one. That looked like it was coming at a pretty good clip. So you got to count a 2-2 with one out, runner on first base. The Dogs down 4-0. Nick Storino at the plate. And here's the pitch from Albert Bobadilla, and it's high and outside for a full count. So a good job by Storino working this count here up to a full count with a chance to move the runner over. I'll tell you, there's nothing more that the Dog Pound here would love to see as a base hitter. He just keep the runners moving here. As Bobadilla settles in, here's the pitch. Outside, not even close. Ball forward. That puts runners on first and second for the Dogs.
37 from the College of William & Mary, Corey Adams.
And with that, the Dogs' second baseman, Corey Adams, comes to the plate. Corey's out of William & Mary, batting .258 coming into this game. He flew out in his first at-bat, but he's got a real chance to set the tone here, as he's got runners on first and second with one out. The Dawgs needing 4 runs to tie this game up. They still don't have a hit yet. They've had runners, thanks to base on balls, but no hits yet. Let's see if Corey Adams can change that. And here's the pitch. And the umpire says, no, sir, that was high. Ball 1. That wind's starting to pick back up again a little bit. I got to be honest with you, it feels pretty good up here in this press box right now. And the pitch. And it did catch the corner. The ump says, yes, sir, that's a strike, so we got a count of 1-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Corey Adams looking to break up this no-hitter and start a trend. As Bobadilla looks in, confers with Lopez. They got the signs together. Here's the pitch. And that's outside. Doesn't get the call this time. Forcing it into a 2-1 count. As you got Justin Hackett out on second base. Nick Storino's the runner on first base. And 1 out. With the Dawgs needing some runs here. So Corey Adams waits for the pitch. As Bobadilla sets. Looks over. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 3. 3-1 now for the count for Corey Adams. He's in a real good hitter's count here, folks, with 1 out. The Dawgs are being presented here with a great opportunity to start getting some runs and get this game going. As Bobadilla was really rolling through the first 2 innings, but he seems to be running into some turbulence here in the 3rd. Let's see if the Dawgs can keep that going. Ball 4 outside. All right, there you go. Bases are full of Dawgs.
Carson Newman University, Mitchell Ballant.
Bases full of Dawgs for the DiamondDawgs. Well, he's got to be considered a front runner for the MVP. Mitch Ballant coming to the plate. Mitch is their catcher from Carson Newman University. I mentioned his stats last time he was up. He is just having a massive season so far for the Dawgs. And Snelson comes over and has a little chat with his pitcher, Bobadilla. Just probably maybe give him a minute, settle him down, take a deep breath. And he's going to need it because he is facing one heck of a hitter now with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put Ballant, so he's going to have to pitch to him. 1 out. Bases are loaded with Dawgs. They're down 4, but they can get a lot of those runs back right here. And here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. That ball got a little dirty as that bounced just about off home plate. Ball 1. Got a count of 1-0 to Mitch Ballant with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Dawgs are down 4, but we got a bases loaded situation for the Dawgs. And here's the pitch. Strike 1. Bobadilla got that one in there. So you got a count of 1-1. And Mitch can kind of just sit back and wait for his pitch here. Because like I said, there is nowhere to put him. Well, they could, but then they're going to force a run home, which they certainly don't want to do. So with a 1-1 count, Bobadilla delivers. And that's fouled back for a count of 1-2. Yeah, that one was about 5 foot away from us on the right. You could almost see the threads on the ball as it was coming by, which is kind of cool. And my producer next to me is over here getting animated about something. I don't know. Was it something I said? You got a count of 1-2 here with Mitch Ballant up to the plate. And he's getting ready to deliver the pitch, and here it is. And that's into right field. Guerrero's coming over and lands foul. So we're going to do this all over again with a count of 1-2 with 1 out. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, the Dawgs are down 4-0, but you've got runners on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and a perfect opportunity here for the Dawgs. Just to reiterate, Justin Hackett's on 3rd, Nick Storino's on 2nd, and Corey Adams is on 1st base for the DiamondDawgs. So you got some speed out there, too. So here it is. It's a gift wrap present. All Ballant's got to do is open it up. Let's see what happens here. As Bobadilla settles in, here's the pitch, and strike 3. Got it by Ballant for out number 2.
Coming to play the first base,
All
number
right.
35 from Quinnipiac University, Sebastian
With that,
Muller.
that brings up the Dawgs cleanup hitter, Sebastian Muller. He's the Dawgs first baseman from Quinnipiac, batting .278, but like I said last time he was up, he leads the Dawgs in home runs with 4. And boy, would number 5 be a welcome sight for the Dawgs right now. As we got bases loaded here, here's the pitch, and a foul ball down the third base line, off the fence, and there'll be no souvenirs that time. All right, so you got a count of 0-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Bases are loaded. Now we just got to see if Sebastian Muller can take advantage. As Albert Bobadilla gets ready to pitch. Here it is. Oh, that got away. Got past Lopez, and Hackett will come home. All right, that's what you need right there. Any kind of break you can get, you get. And the Dawgs get their first run of the game as Justin Hackett crosses home plate. I don't know if that's going to be ruled a pass ball or a wild pitch. It doesn't matter. It got the run in. So now you got runners on second and third. You got Storino on third, Adams on second, and Muller still at the plate. The right-handed hitting Muller he's got a great opportunity to get a couple ribbies here. So you got a count of 1-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning, and the Dawgs are on the board. And here's the pitch. Ooh. Went fishing in for one in the dirt there. Strike 2. Yeah, that's it happens. You're excited. You see that perfect pitch. You think it's coming in, and then the bottom falls out. And hey, you know what? That's baseball. It happens. All right, so you got a count of 1-2 here. Sebastian Muller's going to have to protect the plate. You got 2 outs with Dawgs on second and third. As Bobadilla looks in, here's the pitch. Oh, and that's going to be fouled off. That's going to carry off into the the first base stands, I think, a little bit out of my line of vision, but that's where it was headed anyway. So it's either in the stands or made it all the way over to the tennis courts here at Veterans Memorial Park, which is a popular hangout for the kids here, waiting for those souvenir foul balls. All right, so with a count of 1-2 and 2 outs, runners on second and third, Bobadilla delivers. Foul tip, and no, Lopez could not hang on. So there it is. Muller stays alive. And we got the Beastie Boys playing in the background, but Sebastian was just like the Bee Gees there. He stayed alive. With a count of 1-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. The Dawgs have got 1 run across. They'd love to get more here. As Bobadilla looks in, here's the pitch. And that's high. Way over the letters. We got Deuces Wild out on the scoreboard now as it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning with the Lumberjacks leading 4-1. The Dawgs looking to do some more damage here. And let's see, as Bobadilla, he's ready to pitch. There it is. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. That's exactly right. It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots out there, and Sebastian Muller's battling. Yes, I had the original Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I just dated myself, I think, but that's okay too. All right, so you got a count of 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Runners on second and third. As Albert Bobadilla looks in, he's pitching to Sebastian Muller. Here's the pitch. Right back through the middle, base hit. That's going to score both runners. And, folks, the Dawgs are now within 1 run. That's what it takes right there. One base hit, 2 RBIs. Score is now 4-3 thanks to Sebastian Muller's 2 RBI single.
Number 15 from Columbia, Sam Miller.
All right, so Sam Miller comes to the plate now with a chance to keep this rally going. Sam is the Dawgs shortstop. Last time up, he flew out. But he's got an opportunity to be a part of something huge here as the Dawgs are putting together a big inning, as they've got 3 runs across so far. And by the way, that was their first hit of the game, so what a trendsetter Sebastian Muller is. 2 RBIs, and he broke up the no-hitter. And here's the pitch from, that in the dirt. That was a nice play by Lopez. He kind of did the old snap scoop there. Remember a guy named Benito Santiago used to do that a lot, too. He used to play for the Padres.
And the Blue Jays.
And the Blue Jays, you're right. Absolutely. And I remember, you know what I remember about Benito? He used to be able to just gun runners out from his knees. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Didn't even need to.
I meet him when I was 15 years old. I was a bad boy for Syracuse Skycheers.
Yeah, he was a great player, great guy. You know, another catcher that comes to mind, too, is Tony Pena. He used to stick his leg out. Remember? And I think just about any kid in Little League who was catching tried to do that at some point in the 80s. I know I did, but I ended up getting a foul ball off the inside of my knee, and that put the end of me catching. One game, done. But anyways, we're back in action now. 1-0 is the count. And Sam Miller is up to the plate. Oh, that one got away from Lopez. And Muller's going to truck down to second base, standing up, no throw. All right, there you go, Dawgs fans. Sam Miller now has got a runner in scoring position with a 2-0 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning, where the Dawgs have already put 3 runs across. As they are putting together one fantastic inning here. Muller takes his lead off second base. We're not even looking at him. And that pitch is high. Oh, you can tell Bob Dilly wanted that one, but he's starting to get a little frustrated. You can see that. So you got a 3-0 count now with 2 outs, a runner on second base. You got to wonder if Miller's going to get the green light here. 3 runs in for the Dawgs here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. They held him up, strike 1. Kind of had a feeling that the red light was going to be on there. What was that police song? Roxanne? The red light? Anyways. All right, counts 3-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 3 runs across for the Dawgs. Sam Miller up to bat. And that's sort of weird hop, but it doesn't matter. Corners, the third baseman makes the play as he chucks it across the diamond. Gorham scoops it up, and that is it for the Dawgs. But the Dawgs get 3 runs to bring the score within 4-3 here at the end of 3, and we will be right back.
Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, the fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better.
Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Park for the top of the 4th inning, where we have suddenly now got a close game here as the Dawgs clawed back in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 3 runs. The score is now 4-3 with Boonville still holding on to the lead, and they come to the plate. And sending them up to the plate is Nick Vega. He is the DH for the Lumberjacks tonight. Last time up, Nick actually had a base hit RBI. And yes, they are going to... No, a little bit of controversy there as to whether Vega held up on that pitch or not. They appealed down to the first base umpire, and the umpire says, nope, he did not go. I don't think that he broke the plane, he said, so it's ball 1. Counts 1-0, and I'll tell you, Bo Buckley has come in and done a heck of a job for the Dawgs here so far on the mound. He's really calmed things down, allowing his team to get back in the game. Breaking pitch for strike 1. That'll bring the count to 1-1 here with no outs, no runners aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. We got a whole different complexion of this game right now. Oof, he wound up, and he put a little bit extra mustard on that one, but it just missed. So 2-1. You know, sometimes you can tell when you're watching the pitcher when he really wants to put the little extra heat on it, and that's exactly what Buckley did right there. All right, there's the pitch, a little bit of movement. That works. Strike 2. 2-2 here is the count to Vega with no outs in the top of the 4th inning. As Buckley looks in, they got their signals together. He's going into his windup. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Ooh. Man, oh man, by the slightest of margins, Buckley missed that one. But the umpire says no nonetheless. To bring a full count here, 3-2 to Nick Vega. As Buckley delivers the pitch, and a swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Nick Vega. As Bo Buckley picks up his second strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Marcus Smith. Marcus is the center fielder for the Lumberjacks. He's coming to us out of McLennan Community College. Batting .261 coming into this game. Last time up, he too had an RBI single. You can't get an RBI single this time because there is no runners aboard. That pitch is outside 1-0 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning with the Lumberjacks holding a slight 4-3 margin. As Buckley looks in, they got their signals together. He's into his stretch. He's now into his windup. Here's the pitch. Did it go? They said no. No, he did not. He held up. So that makes ball 2. It counts 2-0 now with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. As Smith awaits the pitch, Buckley settles in. Here it is. Caught the corner on the movement. And that's strike 1. That broke right at the last second, froze everybody. So you got a count of 2-1 now with 1 out. It's Marcus Smith battling against Bo Buckley. And here's the pitch. Oh, boy, that was a beauty right there. I tell you, watching some of those pitches is like watching bowling when the bowling ball goes out and in just like that. Beautiful pitch for strike 2. You got a count of 2-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. And here's the pitch. And he got a piece of it, Marcus Smith did. Drives that one down the third base line into the fence. Foul ball. So it's interesting. Both teams' primary colors are green. The Dogs are in their green, white, and black, with the Lumberjacks in their green, gold, and gray tonight. So with a count of 2-2 and 1 out, here's the pitch. Oh, just got a piece of it. Just to stay alive, Marcus Smith did. To keep the count at 2-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. You know, I'll tell you, when the Dogs were down 4-0, the Skies looked like they were threatening a little bit. They put 3 runs across, and now it's starting to clear up here. So good things happen when you score runs in the game of baseball, I guess. Right, folks? All right, so you got a count of 2-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. No runners aboard. And here's the pitch. Oh, and he got a hold of that one. That's going to land in front of Nick Storino for a base hit. As he gets the ball back into Corey Adams.
Coming to play the right fielder, number 23 from Alliance University, Darnell Guerrero.
So with 1 out, the Jacks have now got a runner aboard. Coming to the plate now is Darnell Guerrero. He is the Lumberjacks right fielder from Alliance University. Last time up, Darnell drew a walk. And he came into this game batting .282. So with a runner aboard, we got 1 out now. And here's the pitch from Buckley. That's lifted towards right field. Juraski going to be able to get there? It doesn't look like it. Nope, out of play. So it's a very long strike 1, but strike 1 nonetheless. With 1 out here and a runner on first base. With the Dogs trailing the Jacks 4-3 here in the top of the 4th inning. You know, for all the offense, there's only been a total of 4 hits. The Jacks have 3 of them, and the Dogs have 1. So Buckley looks in. Here's the pitch. A little bit of movement. That's lifted out to center field. Jane Ross is there. He makes the catch. And with that, Marcus Smith's going to have to hold at first base. That's 2 out. And that is going to bring Mike Gorman up to the plate.
Now batting the first baseman, number 35 from the University of Massachusetts at Boston, Mike Gorham.
Mike Gorham is their first baseman. And last time he was up, let's see, he grounded into a double play. I had to read my own writing here, folks. Gets that bad sometimes. Anyways, the left-handed hitting Gorman is up with, they thought he was going to go there at first base, and he kind of faked everybody out, at least me. I guess it's most importantly, he did not fool Mitch Ballant. So we got that working for us. All right, so we got a count of 0-1 here with 2 outs and a runner on first base. They're going to want to keep an eye on Marcus Smith. There he goes. Oh, there's nobody there to cover, but a nice play to back it up by Corey Adams. Heads-up play there. But Marcus Smith takes second base to get himself into scoring position and to give his pal Mike Gorham a chance to get an RBI here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. I think it was a little confusion there on the Dawgs part, but like I said, Corey Adams been a nice hustle play to keep Marcus Smith at second base, because if he wasn't there, he could have very well been taken off to third. There's a fastball for strike 2. So with a count of 1-2 and 2 outs, Buckley is looking to end this right here, right now, with the score 4-3 in the top of the 4th inning. Buckley shakes off a couple signs. They're getting on the same page. There they are. There they are. They're ready to read. He's taking a long look, but he's going to come to the plate instead. Fouled off by Gorham. Fouled off. So, and Sam Miller is going to go in and talk to Buckley for a second because, you got Marcus Smith down there who obviously wants to steal third base in the worst way. And I'll tell you, folks, if you didn't see it, he got from first base to second base in a hurry. So there's no doubt in my mind that he is a threat to take third base. So they're going to want to be well aware, even with a count of 1-2, because all it takes is one pitch for anything to happen. So Buckley looks in. They're on the same page. He checks Marcus Smith at second base. Here's the pitch. Oh, I got away for a little bit from Ballant. Here's the throw. Nope, not in time. Not in time. Like I said, Marcus Smith wanted third base in the worst way, and he took it. And he is down there 90 feet away from the Lumberjacks' 5th run of the game. That ball was in the dirt for ball 2. So now you got a count of 2-2 with 2 outs, a runner on third base. At this point, if you're Bo Buckley, you just want to forget about that runner on third base, buckle down and get Gorham here. He's into his stretch. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. That was kind of a little bouncer that Ballant picked up late, and that's it. All right. So, after all of that, no runs for the Lumberjacks. And going into the bottom of the 4th inning with the score 4-3. We'll be right back.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, we do whatever it takes, Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley. Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals! The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout-out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high principles and concern for the people in the communities in which they serve. Go see our friends at Hummel's Office Plus for all your home and office needs.
Okay, we are back here for the bottom of the fourth inning in Little Falls as the Dawgs trail only 4-3 now behind the Boonville Lumberjacks. The leadoff hitter for the Dawgs this inning is Mark Duratsky. Mark is the right fielder for the Dawgs tonight, coming to us out of St. Bonaventure University. The last time up, he flew out, and he just took ball one there. And there's the pitch from Elwer Bobadilla, and that's strike one, even the count at 1. As Bobadilla looks in there to get on the same page with his catcher Lopez, they do. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Little off-speed pitch there from Bobadilla. So get that one past Duratsky as we got no outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Foul tip, hung on to. Strike 3. Duratsky's down. All right, so now coming up.
Designated hitter number 33 from the University of Central Florida.
You got Brady Shannon, who is the designated hitter for your DiamondDawgs tonight. Last time up, Brady flew out. He got some of it, but not quite enough of it. Flew out to the left fielder. And like I said, last time I did the play-by-play, boy, he had one heck of a game, including that colossal home run that I mentioned. So, anyways, the right-handed hitting Shannon's waiting for the pitch. As Papadilla goes into his windup, here it is. Strike 1 at the knees, the umpire says. Strike 1. So you got a count of 0-1 with 1 out here. No runners aboard in the bottom of the fourth inning with the Dawgs trailing 4-3. And here's the pitch once again, and that's fouled off. A little flare down first base. That's going to make the box seats, I believe. So there'll be a souvenir for a lucky fan. But not so lucky for Brady Shannon as the count's 0-2. So he's going to have to protect the plate here with 1 out, no runners aboard. As everybody gets reset here, Bobadillian's into his windup and swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's a little confusion there at home plate. I'm not sure quite what's going on, but nonetheless, it's strike 3 for 2 outs. Coming up now is Justin Hackett. Hackett is the Dawgs' third baseman who comes to us from Bryant University. Last time up, Justin drew a walk that started that big inning there, that 3-run shot in the third inning that the Dawgs really needed to get back in this game. Let's see if he can do the same. A swing and a miss for strike 1. So after having kind of a rough bottom of the third inning, Bobadilla has kind of settled down here to come back with a strong bottom of the fourth. He just missed there. Ball 1. You got a count of 1-1 now. And Justin Hackett. And here's the pitch, and that's popped up. Is that no? That's going to reach the seats. All right, so now you got a count of 1-2 on Justin Hackett with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. No runners aboard. The Dawgs looking for 1 run to tie this ball game up. So Bobadilla looks in. Here's the pitch. Oh, he popped that one up too. That's in shallow right field where the second baseman Snelson is there to make the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Dawgs. We go into the top of the 5th with the Boonville Lumberjacks leading 4-3. We'll be back.
The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high principles and concern for the people in the communities in which they serve. Go see our friends at Hummel's Office Plus for all your home and office needs. Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live. If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter & Van Meter, LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today.
All right, we are back for the top of the fifth inning here at Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls, where your Dogs are down 1 run to the Boonville Lumberjacks. And coming up to the plate for the Lumberjacks is their shortstop, Jordani Mendoza. Jordani came into this game batting .257. Last time up, he grounded out to Corey Adams. So he leads off with the Lumberjacks looking to extend their lead here in the top of the fifth inning. And Bo Buckley looks in, and here's the pitch. Strike one right on the corner. I tell you, Buckley's got a lot of movement on his pitches tonight. It's almost like its own moving company out there. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. All right, so Bo Buckley quickly gets ahead in the count 0-2 here with no outs in the top of the fifth inning. As he looks in, here's the pitch. Oof, just missed. And I mean just missed. But it doesn't matter, it missed all the same. That brings the count to 1-2 here with no outs. In the top of the fifth inning, no runners aboard. As Buckley looks in, here's the windup, here's the pitch. Did he go? The umpire says he did not. He held up. As that pitch broke to the inside, missed the plate to make the count 2-2 here in the top of the fifth inning with no outs. Buckley looks in. Him and Ballin are on the same page. Goes into a stretch. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And whoa, what a boomerang of a pitch that was to hit the corner. Strike three looking.
Play third baseman, number 12 from Mineral Area College, Hugo Conhorst.
All right, so that's going to bring up Hugo Conhorst, who last time up flew out. Boy, I tell you, that pitch that Buckley just delivered, like I said, that was a boomerang. And came back and caught the corner for his third strikeout of the game. And there's the first pitch of this batter, and that's a ball for 1-0. So Conhorst is their third baseman. And like I said, last time he flew out, he came into this game hitting .269. So with a count of 1-0 and 1 out, no runners aboard here in the top of the fifth inning. Here's the pitch, foul back. And I don't know, maybe 8 feet away from us this time. I would love to see like some kind of a camera angle that has amount of feet away from us, just out of fun. You know, this cage right in front of us doing a tremendous job of keeping us from getting hit. Counts 1-2. And that one's a little bit low. The landing gear didn't come out quite in time. So with Buckley looking to get his second out of the inning, he looks in. He goes into a stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to make the count 3-1 there, according to that nice big scoreboard out there in right field here at Vets Park. 3-1 with 1 out, no runners aboard here in the top of the fifth inning. Whoa, and that one did not quite boomerang back. Instead, it went sailing over Conhorst's head for ball 4, and he's aboard.
Second baseman, number 27 from Union University, Eli Snelson.
All right, so Eli Snelson comes to the plate. Now, funny story, folks. We kind of got fooled up here in the booth last time he was up. He had switched uniforms with one of his teammates, and we thought it was Jacob Phillips. And it's not. It was Eli Snelson in disguise, I guess. But anyways, he's up. He's got 2 flyouts. Well, they just threw over there, and, boy, they almost caught Conhorst leading off. But they did not get him. So, yes, Eli Snelson never left the game, folks. It was like WWE. Sometimes they throw little surprises in at you. They're going to throw back over. Oh, boy, it was close again. I'll tell you what. They must think Conhorst is going to go because they are paying very close attention to him. Microscopic attention, if you will. As Bo Buckley looks in, he delivers a pitch this time. A little bit high. And Snelson did not go for it. For ball 1. So you got a count of 1-0 with 1 out here in the top of the fifth inning. Runner aboard, Boonville leading 4-3. As Buckley goes into a stretch, here's the windup, here's the pitch. And curveball just misses onto the inside for ball 2. All right, so you got a count of 2-0 here with 1 out. As Buckley looks in, he checks the runner again. Did not. Muller got the tag down, but it was not in time. Well, I tell you what, our photographer Dave Warner is getting a lot of opportunities to get some pictures over there now. I'm sure that camera's just a clicking away. That's a strike. Bull Buckley just said, you know what the heck, I'm just going to wind up and chuck this thing. And he certainly did, and he got it by Snelson, who looked almost like surprised. It was kind of a three-quarter swing, but nonetheless, it's 2-1 with one out and a runner on first base. And here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball over to Sam Miller. Sam plays it over to Corey Adams at second. Over on to first. Does not quite get there in time for the double play, but they got the lead runner, and that's what counts. All right, so you got 2 outs now with a runner on first base.
Now batting left fielder number 3.
And Matthew Layton is coming up.
Matthew
is their left fielder out of Spartan Methodist College. Let's see, so far tonight, looks like he has drawn a base on balls and grounded out to the Dawgs first baseman, Sebastian Muller. So with a runner on first base and 2 outs, Bull Buckley delivers the first pitch that the umpire says missed the strike zone. We got ball 1. So a count of 1-1 as Eli Snelson takes the lead off first base. No runs across this inning so far, and the Dawgs want to keep it that way. And they're going to check on Snelson. I'll tell you what, this time around, the Dawgs are absolutely determined not to have anybody steal second base on them. As Buckley looks in, he goes into his stretch, winds up. Here's the pitch. That runner was going, but it doesn't matter because the ground ball goes right to Sebastian Muller, who steps on the bag to end the inning. Okay, so no runs, no hits for the Lumberjacks, and we go to the bottom of the 5th with the score 4-3 Boonville. We will be right back.
Vans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you.
Will your tires make it through this summer driving season safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of the 5th inning as twilight approaches here. Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls. And the Dawgs will send Jaden Ross up to the plate to lead them off here in the bottom of the 5th. He's the Dawgs center fielder out of Hudson Valley. Last time up, he struck out, but nonetheless, he comes into this game leading the DiamondDawgs in batting average with a .328 average. So the right-hander digs in and gets ready. Albert Bobadilla is still in the game for the Boonville Lumberjacks as he had a pretty good inning last inning. And here's the pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 1. You know, like I said, those dark clouds that we had talked about earlier are completely gone now, which is a beautiful thing to see here. And here's the pitch once again. Ball 1 for a count of 1-1. And Bobadilla is ready to go right back to work. Well, I tell you, he's back to working fast, folks. And that's a foul ball for strike 2. So you got a count of 1-2. As Jaden Ross takes a little step outside the box, catches breath, reset a little bit. As Bobadilla does the same thing. But they're ready to battle once again. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Okay, so Jaden Ross striking out. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Nick Storino. Nick is patrolling left field tonight for the DiamondDawgs out of Fairfield University. He's been on base both times tonight, both via the base on balls. So let's see if we can keep that on base streak going. He's got one out with no runners aboard here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And the Lumberjacks leading 4-3. As Bobadilla looks in. And here's the pitch. And it caught the corner for strike one. So Bobadilli's got 5 strikeouts on the night so far. He's got an 0-1 count to work with. And that pitch is fouled off. For strike 2, you got a count of 0-2 now with no runners aboard. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And here's the pitch. And a little hack there to stay alive by Nick Storino. You know, that's what you got to do when you're in a 2-strike count and you see a pitch you don't necessarily like, but you know could be called strike 3. You got to make sure you slap that away and live to fight another day, which is what Storino did. And good thing he did, because that pitch is outside, went across the right-handed batter's box, with, of course, Storino standing in the left-handed box, so it's 1-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch again. I tell you, Bobadilla is pitching faster than I can talk here, which is quite impressive, considering I have got one big mouth and I can talk a lot. So, you got a count of 1-2 with 1 out. No runners aboard here in the bottom of the fifth inning with the score 4-3 Boonville. And here's the pitch inside. So Storino works a 2-2 count. With 1 out here, as he looks to get aboard to get a little bit of some base runner movement going here for the DiamondDawgs. And the fans here want to see the Dogs start doing some barking and some biting. They're waiting for it. And the pitch is inside. It did get Storino. It got him. So Nick Storino is on base for the 3rd time tonight. Doing it the hard way that time, but nonetheless, he got aboard. So with 1 out and a runner on first base, the Dogs' second baseman, Corey Adams, is coming to the plate. Corey goes to William and Mary, coming into this game batting .258. So far tonight, he has flown out and walked. So Corey looking to get the DiamondDawgs a tie game or even take him to the lead. Let's see what he can do. As Storino takes his lead off first base, there he goes. Nick Storino takes off like a streak down to second base, dives into second base, safe. They were not going to get him. The Fairfield Flash takes off, and he takes second base to get himself into a scoring position. Now the table's set for Adams. By the way, that pitch was a strike. So you got a count of 0-1 with 1 out, and I'll tell you, more importantly, that takes away the double play. So now Storino takes his lead off second base. Here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball. Is that going to get through? It did. It got through a seeing eye single for Corey Adams. But because it was kind of slow getting through the infield, Storino has to hold at third base. But that's okay because there's runners on the corners for the Dogs with 1 out. And guess who's coming to the plate? Yes, the MVP candidate for the Dogs, Mitch Ballant. Mitch Ballant is the Dogs catcher out of Carson Newman. He's been having one heck of a season so far. He struck out twice, so he is due. So here you go, DiamondDawgs fans. Here's what you've been waiting for. Runners on the corner, one of the better hitters in this entire league up to the plate, and a chance to either tie the game or take the lead right here. 1 out, runners on the corners. As Bobadilla looks in, Ballant is dug in, and here's the pitch, and first pitch swing. That's going out to center field, going, over the center fielder's head. That's going to score 1 run. Corey Adams is motoring into third base. Save. All right, so there you go. The DiamondDawgs have tied this ball game up. I told you Mitch was due. I told you. That got over the head of center fielder Marcus Smith. Because there was kind of a question about it, Corey Adams had to hold at first base until he knew it wasn't going to be caught. Otherwise, he would have scored. But again, smart base running on the part of Adams, as you now got runners on the second and third base for the Dogs with one out. And the cleanup hitter, Sebastian Muller, coming up. Now, Sebastian is the Dogs' first baseman out of Quinnipiac, and I'll tell you, folks, last time he got a base hit that drove in 2 runs, and guess what? He's got a chance to do it all over again. So let's see what happens here. Bobadilla pitch. Ooh, oh, boy. Foul tip. That one right off the umpire's face mask. That stunned him a little bit. I hope he's going to be okay. Shaking his head, yeah, I'm okay. But, boy, I tell you, that's never a good feeling. So, yeah, definitely take a minute here and catch your bearings because, you know, even when you do have a protective mask on like that, when you get hit by a baseball going, you know, at least 80 miles an hour, if not more, it's never a comfortable thing. I mean, I play hockey, and it's kind of the same thing when you get hit by the puck. You can have all the protective equipment on you want. It's still going to stun you. So, but the umpire is definitely a tough guy as he says, no, you know what, folks, let's play ball. Let's play on. And we got a count of 0-1 here with one out. Runners on second and third for the Dogs as they have tied this game at 4 with Sebastian Muller up. As Bobadilla looks in, here's the pitch. Strike 2. He caught the corner. So you got a count of 0-2 now with Muller with one out, and the Dogs looking to take the lead. Corey Adams down on third base. Mitch Ballin out on second. They both have healthy leads. That's a foul, but right over our heads. Hey, we just love that. It's so cool. Can't help it. But nonetheless, it keeps the count at 0-2 with one out. Runners on second and third, and a tie ball game now. The Dogs have put one run across this inning and looking to do more damage. As Muller settles in, here's the pitch from Bobadilla. That's a slow roller over to the third baseman. He's going to come home with that. They're going to get Adams at home for the second out of the inning. Ballant holds at second base. Muller takes first. So the Dogs don't get the run.
From Columbia University, Sam Miller.
Oh, you got runners at first and second base. So now it's up to Sam Miller, the Dog shortstop. Sam comes to us from Columbia University. Last time, he's flown out, and he's grounded out to the shortstop so far. But you know, there was another famous ball player out of Columbia University by the name of Lou Gehrig. Let's see if he can channel his inner Lou Gehrig right here, right now, with 2 outs. Runners on first and second base for the Dogs in the bottom of the 5th inning. And there's pitch. That got away from Lopez. That's going to advance the runners. Ballant takes a nice big swing on third base, but he's going to hold put. Sebastian Muller's down at second base. Boy, does that change the complexion of this at-bat now. Now, instead of just one runner on second with a runner on first, you got 2 runners in scoring position. You got a count of 1-0, 2 outs. And Sam Miller, here's your chance. As the Lumberjacks look to take a little bit of break just to get Bobadilla settled down a little bit. But he's ready to go. He looks in. He's into his stretch. It's down his catcher Lopez. Here's the pitch. Whoa, laced by Sam Miller down the left field line. That's going to get in for a base hit. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Sam Miller took a wide turn at first base. Thought better of it. Held up. Stays at first base, but gets a 2 RBI single. As we just said in the booth, you're darn right it's Miller time, as he has just given the DiamondDawgs a 6-4 lead. And now, with a chance to get even more, is Mark Duratsky. Mark is the right fielder for the Dogs tonight out of St. Bonaventure. Last time up, he struck out, but he's got his buddy Sam Miller on first base. And with the Dogs now having a 2-run lead, they can add more. And here's the pitch. Ball 1. He missed the corner. So another 3-run inning here for the Dogs. What I was saying earlier, they're just waiting for the Dogs to start barking and biting here. Well, guess what? The whole entire dog pound's going crazy now. As you got those Dogs in the lead with a 1-0 count to Duratsky. And here it goes. Sam Miller. Oh, he stole second base. It got by the shortstop, and he takes third uncontested. So the throw down from Lopez got past the shortstop. Mendoza. And guess what, folks? Sam Miller is now on third base with 2 outs and a 1-1 count to Duratsky, who, boy, I tell you, you think he had an opportunity with Miller on first base. Now he's on third. 90 feet away from giving the Dogs their 7th run of the game. And here's the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. I'm sorry, ball 1. It is 2. Okay, we're a little confusion up here in the booth, that's all. We were so excited about Sam Miller taking third, we kind of lost track of the count for a second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's the pitch. That's down into foul territory. Not going to make the stands. No souvenirs for anybody on that pitch.
We have 4 hits. That's what I have.
All right, so Sam Miller is down on third base. I believe you got a count of 2-1 right now to Mark Duratsky. And here's the pitch. And there you go. That's 2-2 with that foul tip. It went off the face mask of Lopez. So once again, those deuces are wild at the top of that scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner on third base for the Dogs, who now lead 6-4. As Bob Delia looks in, here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball fielded by the third baseman, Kornhorst. Fires across. Oh, but it got by the first baseman, Gorman. That's going to score Miller. It's going to be scored an error here, but it doesn't matter because you know what? He got aboard. Mark Duratsky did the job and got on base. Gives the Dogs a 7-4 lead with Brady Shannon coming up to the plate now. Brady Shannon is tonight's designated hitter. So far tonight, he's flown out and struck out, but he too has got an opportunity to keep it going now. We're going to have a little conference at the mound here for the Lumberjacks. I wonder if we're going to get a new pitcher here. They might just want to talk to Bob Delia, settle him down a little bit because we've been kind of rattled this inning. After cruising through the bottom of the 4th, the bottom of the 5th has presented some problems as the Dogs' offense has just come alive, folks. They have come roaring back. And they now have a 7-4 lead. You got 2 outs, runner on first base. I don't know if they're going to, doesn't look like they're going to make a pitching change here. But while they're talking things over, I do want to give a shout out to some of our crew here tonight. So running our cameras is Emma Dooley and Ella Mankey. They're doing a fantastic job out there tonight. Our on-site producer, who is right next to me, my left-hand man tonight, Tanner Jakeway, and of course taking all our pictures tonight and running everything, just running the show, is Dave Warner. So we want to thank all you guys for all the wonderful work you do. All right, so now you got Brady Shannon up to the plate with 2 outs. Mark Duratsky on first base for the Dogs, and they now have a 7-4 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Bob Delia delivers, and that's a strike on the corner, strike 1. You know, I'll tell you, we should have had a best flow on the DiamondDawgs contest because I think Brady Shannon would probably be at least top 3. And there goes Duratsky. He's going to try to steal second. The throw is in time from Lopez. They caught him to end the inning. But the DiamondDawgs do the damage as they pick up 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning on 3 hits to take a 7-4 lead. And we will be right back.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with a professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
Okay, we're back in the top of the 6th inning here as the Dawgs have taken a 7-4 lead at Veterans Memorial Park, and the Dawgs have got a new pitcher in the game. As after a tremendous job in relief by Bo Buckley, he has given way to Ethan Patch from Carson Newman University. And you know what? His catcher, Mitch Ballant, is from Carson Newman University. So we have got a Carson Newman University battery, which is really cool. And now coming up to the plate for the Lumberjacks is Jake Hatch, who is the extra hitter for the Lumberjacks tonight out of Manhattan College. Oh, I'm sorry, we do have a pinch hitter. Jack Gazdaka, my bad. He is now batting for the Lumberjacks as he is pinch hitting for Jake Hatch. Gene, I was about to have some fun saying Patch is getting to pitch to Hatch. And onomatopoeia, but it wasn't meant to be though, folks. Well, let's see what this new pitcher can do here for the Dawgs as he winds up and delivers a little bit high for ball 1. As we are now in the top of the 6th, as the sun's going down here and the overhead lights becoming more and more prevalent here at Veterans Memorial Park. And Patch delivers for ball 2. Just missed on the inside. So you got a count of 2-0 here with no outs in the top of the 6th inning, no runners aboard. But the Dawgs have a 3-run lead now. And Patch winds up. There it is, strike 1. Strike 1 for Ethan Patch as he makes the count 2-1 now. And he winds up to deliver his next pitch, and there is a ground ball over to Sam Miller at shortstop. Sammy sets, throws, fires across the diamond over to Sebastian Muller for out number 1. I tell you.
Number 24 from Thomas Jefferson University, Joshua Lopez.
Sammy was just as smooth as butter on that play. And that brings up Joshua Lopez for the Lumberjacks, who is their catcher tonight. So far tonight, Lopez has been hit by a pitch, and he has grounded out to the aforementioned Sam Miller. And he has also struck out. I'm sorry, no, I looked at the wrong one. Forget that strikeout. And Patch delivers ball 1. With 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning, no runners aboard, and the Dawgs holding on to a 3-run lead. And Patch winds up, and here's the pitch. And that's skied out to center field, but the Dawgs center fielder, Jaden Ross, is right there to make the catch for out number 2 as he fires the ball back in the infield. And there you go. That's the kind of start you want for a new pitcher. And now the designated hitter for the Boonville Lumberjacks, Nick Vega, is up. So far tonight, Nick has a base hit, and he's also struck out. So when he's in college, Nick goes to the New Jersey Institute of Technology. And here's the pitch to the right-hander, a little bit high and outside. As it looks like he wanted to drop that one back in, and just there was no drop. But that's okay. Ball 1 here with 2 outs. Ooh, that was close, but the umpire said nope, just above the strike zone. So what that creates is a 2-0 count here for Ethan Patch as he delivers to Nick Vega with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Foul back into the cage for strike 1. So, folks, if you want to know what else is going on in the PGCBL, go to pgcbl.com to see what the other scores are doing because it matters. Because that's who one of the Dawgs' opponents is going to be in the playoffs. And there's a pitch from Patch, and the ump said no, a little bit low. So, ball 3. You got to count a 3-1 now with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, and the Dawgs holding on to a 7-4 lead.
Socrates got canceled.
And that's ball 4 as Patch misses to put Vega aboard. And I was just told up here in the booth that Socrates got canceled. They must be experiencing some bad weather down there.
College, Marcus Smith.
All right, so here's Marcus Smith. Last time up, he got a single. He is the center fielder for Boonville. And if you recall, last time Marcus was on base, he created havoc with his speed, so the Dawgs certainly want to keep him off the base paths. Got a runner on first base with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. As Patch looks in, and that's a skied pop fly. Jaden Ross got a beat on it. Nick Storino's calling him off, and that's exactly what happened. Nick Storino hauls it in for the final out of the inning. So no soup for the Lumberjacks as they got 3 up, 3 down. Well, no runs, no hits. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Dawgs leading 7-4. All right, and we are back here at Veterans Memorial Park here in Little Falls for the bottom of the 6th inning. You know, where the pitchers are warming up, we want to give you an update here on what's going on around the league. So the Utica Blue Sox are playing a doubleheader tonight against the Water. They're playing a doubleheader tonight. They won game 1 12-0, and they are currently up 3-0 in game 2. Amsterdam leads 8-0 over Watertown. Amsterdam has been a tough team to beat all season long. And important for the Dawgs is Albany and Socrates got postponed. Apparently there's some inclement weather going on down there, so no game tonight. It's Socrates that is close to the Dawgs for 3rd place here in the PGCBL Eastern Division. And who
now pitching from Colby.
All right, and we have got a new pitcher here for Boonville, Ben Bolden from Colby College.
Okay, the bottom of the 6th is brought to you by our friends at NBT Bank. And leading off for your DiamondDawgs, designated hitter number 33 from the University of Central Florida, Brady Shannon.
All right, so Brady Shannon comes to the plate. He was up last inning, but there was a throw out at second base, so that ended that. What it does, though, is gives Brady Shannon a fresh count. So Brady Shannon is the DH for your Dawgs tonight. He has flown out and struck out so far, looking to get aboard. And there's strike 1.
Knock something out. Hold up.
Oh. No, I didn't. All right, we're having some technical difficulties here with the video feed, but you still got me to tell you what's going on. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. That pitch had a little mustard and some movement on it. But you know what? It wasn't a hot dog. So anyways, 0-2 is the count with no outs to Brady Shannon. That's way outside and in the dirt for ball 1. So you got a count of 1 and 2 here with no outs in the bottom of the 6th inning, with the Dawgs leading 7-4. As Bolden takes a little walk around the mound here, collects his thoughts. And he's winding up. And here's the pitch from the right-hander, just outside for ball 2. Yeah, it looks like we got our video feedback. So, Dave just got done taking pictures. He comes up, he fixes the video feed. Indeed, a jack of all trades if there ever was one. Dave Warner, ladies and gentlemen. And that is fouled off into the right or first base bleachers. And the count remains at 2 and 2 with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, with the Dawgs leading 7-4. So as Brady Shannon digs in, new pitcher Ben Bolden looks into his catcher Jose Lopez for the and strike 3. Well, they certainly got on the same page as what they wanted. And it worked. Strike 3 looking. So
Justin Hackett.
That's going to bring up Justin Hackett. And if you recall, Justin Hackett was one of the ones that really got things going in that big inning for the DiamondDawgs. Justin Hackett's playing third base tonight for your Dogs. And here's the pitch from the right-handed Bolden, just outside for ball 1. Justin Hackett goes to school at Bryant University. That is the home of his academia. Way outside there for ball 2. That one was about halfway into the left-handed batter's box. Good thing for Justin Hackett, he's a right-handed hitter. All right, so you got a count of 2-0 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Dawgs leading 7-4. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch for strike 1. A little off-speed stuff right on the corner. Hackett did not like what he saw, so he held up, and why not? You got a count of 2-0, no need to go after a pitch you don't like. But at any rate, here's the pitch. And that one was on the corner too, so now you got an even count at 2. 2 and 2 with 1 out here, no runners aboard in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bolden looking to get right back to work as he goes into his windup. Here's the pitch. Did he hold up? And they did punch him out. Okay, they said he went. So that's the second straight strikeout for Bolden.
Coming to play third baseman number 12.
As Hackett goes down.
Fielder, number 12 from the University of South
And
Florida.
that will
Jaden
bring
Ross.
up Jaden Ross, who's been a dynamo out in center field defensively for the Dawgs tonight. Jaden came into this game hitting .328, the Dawgs' leading hitter as far as batting average goes, but he's got 2 strikeouts tonight, looking to get on base. And here's the pitch, strike 1. And had a little movement on it too, so you got a count of 0-1. Bolden coming in fresh off the bench. He's showing it with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that one was just a little bit outside for ball 1. Yeah, the ball kind of dribbled away from Lopez there, but the nice thing about that is it gives everybody a chance to take a little quick breather there, kind of reset, get ready for the next pitch, which will be coming momentarily. As Bolden looks in. Here's the windup. Here's the delivery. And a swing and a miss from Jaden Ross for strike 2. So now you got a count of 1 and 2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the score 7-4. Your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs have the lead. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled off down the first base line into the stands. Somebody gets a souvenir, which always makes everybody happy. I know when I was a kid, I used to come down here for games all the time. I used to love that. Of course, it was a mad scramble going after those balls, too. But at any rate, here's the pitch. And that's in the dirt for ball 2. And that'll even out the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runners aboard here in the bottom of the 6th inning, with your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs holding on to a 7-4 lead. As Ben Bolden looks in, here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a little flare out to shortstop. And that's going to be it as Mendoza pulls it in to end the Dawgs inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Dawgs. No runs across as we go to the top of the 7th inning with the DiamondDawgs leading 7-4.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
All right, we're back here in the top of the 7th inning, where the Dogs once again have a new pitcher. After 1 inning, Ethan Patch has been replaced by Aiden Calagrande. And I'll tell you, folks, he is having an excellent season. This is the 14th game he has appeared in, and he's got 50 strikeouts on the season, which leads the Dogs. He also leads the Dogs with 5 saves and an impressive ERA of 0.86. So whenever Aiden Calagrande is coming to the game this year, it's been pretty much lights out. And the left-hander is getting ready to go to work right now.
All right, the top of the 7th is brought to you by our friends at WKTV Channel 2. Leading off right fielder number 23 from Alliance University, Darnell Guerrero.
And the first one to face Calagrande for the Lumberjacks will be Darnell Guerrero. Darnell Guerrero is their right fielder from Alliance University. Came into this game batting .282. Tonight he's got a walk and he has flown out. So his team is going to be looking for him to get on base because they're down 3 runs. And I tell you, they're running out of runway here for their playoff hopes, so they need to get it going. And there's the first pitch for a strike. I'll tell you, it looks like the Dogs just aren't screwing around. They're bringing Calagrande in now in the 7th inning. And that's a strike, swing and a miss for strike 2. And you can see why. Calagrande's just got electric stuff out there. Proven by the fact that he's up 0-2 already. And here's the pitch, a little bit outside. Missed the target for a 1-2 count. So, of course, with Guerrero being the leadoff hitter, there's no runners on and no outs. Here in the top of the 7th inning. And here's the pitch from Calagrande. A swing and a miss for strike 3. All right, so what a way for Calagrande to start his appearance with yet another strikeout. That's 51 for the season. And now up to the plate for the Lumberjacks is Mike Gorham. Mike's their first baseman from UMass Boston. He's hit into a double play, and he's also grounded out to the catcher here. So far tonight, there's the pitch, strike 1. Man, I tell you, so far, Calagrande has just been a strike machine. Here's the windup, here's the pitch, and here's another strike moving fast, and why not? When you got that kind of control and that kind of result, you keep that thing going. And that's exactly what Aiden Calagrande has done, as he's up 0-2 now with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the windup, here's the pitch, a little bit outside. Tried to get him to chase something, to which Gorham said, no, I can't do it for you, sorry. But nonetheless, Calagrande looks in. Him and Ballin are on the same page. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside, according to the umpire. Just missed the corner of the plate for ball 2. Pushing the count to 2-2 here with 1 out, no runners aboard in the top of the 5th inning, with the Dogs having a 7-4 lead. And here's the windup from Cal Grande, and the pitch. That's popped up. Hackett's over there, Miller's. It's going to be Hackett's ball. Justin Hackett pulls in the fly ball just behind the third base bag for out number 1. Or 2. Sorry, out number 2.
That would be a home run and a phone booth. Now coming to play for
All right, so with 2 outs, the Lumberjack shortstop, Jordani Mendoza, comes to the plate. Mendoza's got a ground out and a strikeout so far in this game. When he's not playing here for the Lumberjacks, Mendoza attends Western Oklahoma State University. So he's traveled a long way to get here. And in the meantime, Cal Grande delivers strike 1 call right across the middle of the plate. And Cal Grande looks in. He wants to get right back to work, folks. He winds up. Here's the delivery just a little bit outside to push the count to 1-1 here with 2 outs, no runners aboard, with the Dogs holding the 3-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Cal Grande winding up. Here's the pitch. He got the corner of the plate there, boy. Just like a barber, he snipped that right on the corner. Nice pitch. Count 1-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. And Cal Grande right back to work again. Like I said, he's working fast. That's down the pipe. Strike 3 looking. Cal Grande froze him, adds to his impressive strikeout total, and that does it. 3 up, 3 down for the Boonville Lumberjacks. They're down in order, and they're also down 3 runs as the Dogs lead 7-4 going into the bottom of the 7th inning, and we will be right back.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley. Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals!
Yeah, we're back here. We're not going to do another commercial because I want you guys to hear this awesome Let's Go Dawgs song, the traditional song here for the 7th inning stretch. I absolutely love this song. It reminds me of that old Let's Go Mets song from way back in the day.
7 in the 7th. If your DiamondDawgs scores 7 runs or more this inning, all fans will receive a free ticket to Saturday's home game.
Well, there you go.
Leading off, left fielder number 6 from Fairfield University, Nick Storino in the bottom of the 7th.
Here we go, the bottom of the 7th inning from Veterans Memorial Park here in Little Falls, where the DiamondDawgs lead 7-4, and they got the top of the order coming up as Nick Storino steps in. The left fielder from Fairfield is batting .287 coming into this game tonight, and he's been on base all 3 times so far. Takes strike 1. So far, Nick has drawn 2 walks, and he got hit by a pitch. So, like I said, when he got hit, did it the hard way, but hey, he got on first base. But right now, he's got a count of 0-1 with no outs. Showed bunt. He did not pull back in time, the ump says, and that's strike 2. Now, of course, it's easy for me to say, hey, he got on first base no matter what, but I wasn't the one getting hit by the pitch. So, anyways, we got a count of 0-2, and that's fouled off by Storino, doing a good job of protecting that plate. So as the sun is almost completely set here at Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls, Storino has an 0-2 count with no outs, no runners aboard, of course, in the bottom of the 7th inning. As Ben Bolden looks in, here's the pitch. And that's popped up right to the shortstop Mendoza for the out. And there's 1 out there for the DiamondDawgs in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that's going to bring up Corey Adams. Corey Adams is the Dogs' second baseman. So far tonight, Corey has flown out, walked, and he had a big base hit. So He comes to us from William & Mary University. We got the lights out here in the press box. Not quite sure what's going on. I think Dave Warner's over here trying to do some amazing film work like he always does. So we got one. And there's the pitch from Bolden outside for ball 1. 1-0 to Corey Adams. One out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As Ben Bolden looks in, here's the pitch. Strike 1. Strike 1 to Corey Adams for a count of 1-1 here, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Bolden delivers. That's outside. They were trying, they were setting up on the outside. I think they wanted to try to get Adams to chase something on the corner. No dice, though. And as Corey Adams does a nice job of holding off for a count of 2-1. And Bolden looks in. He starts his windup. Here it is in the dirt for ball 3. Lopez once again had that Benito Santiago wave we were talking about earlier. Just couldn't hold on this time. But, hey, you know what? No runners on base, so no harm, no foul. So with a count of 3-1 and 1 out here to Corey Adams in the bottom of the 7th inning, here comes Bolden with the delivery. A swing and a miss for strike 2. That was a very healthy cut by Corey Adams. Just couldn't catch up to it. As now we've got a full count with 1 out here. And Ben Bolden already, we're going to call time. Corey Adams got an elbow guard there that need to be a little bit adjusted, so he asked for time, and the umpire was nice enough to grant it. He fixes his elbow pad, and we're ready to get back to business here. As Ben Bolden looks in, he starts his windup. Here's the pitch. And foul tip off Lopez. Can't hold on. So we're going to do this all over again with a full count. And 1 out, no runners aboard here in the bottom of the 7th inning with the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs holding on to a 7-4 lead. As everybody takes a breather here, just takes a quick breath. Now we're back in the batter's box. We're back on the pitcher's rubber, ready to go. Ben Bolden looks in. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's laced into right field by Corey Adams, right at the right fielder, Darnell Guerrero, for out number 2.
From Carson Newman University, Mitchell Ballant.
So now up to bat is Mitch Ballant. Well, Mitch had a big double last time he was up. And again, like I said earlier, he's just having a huge season all over. Mitch is the Dawgs catcher out of Carson Newman University. And so this time around, he's got no runners aboard, 2 outs, but his team does have a 3-run lead. As Ben Bolden looks in, starts his windup, here's the pitch. And Ballant takes a healthy cut that's drifting into left center field. Did he hang on to it? No, he did not. Leighton, it was hard to tell from here. He stretched out, but he just couldn't hang on to it, which puts Ballant on second base. So the Dawgs have got another runner in scoring position with Sebastian Muller coming to the plate. Sebastian is the Dawgs cleanup hitter. He's also their first baseman out of Quinnipiac. And in the first Big Dogs inning, Sebastian Muller was a huge part of it, as his base hit drove in 2 runs. And in the meantime, the Boonville manager wants to come out and talk about things a little bit with the home plate umpire. I'm not sure if we're discussing whether or not Leighton did indeed get it, or... Yeah, a little pause in the action here as the umpires are going to confer out by the pitcher's mound. So we'll see what happens here. Matthew Leighton, the left fielder for the Boonville Lumberjacks, made a very strong effort to get that one by Ballant. But, we just don't have any, big screen replays here at Veterans Memorial Park. So the umpires conferred. They talked about it. They said, no, he just didn't make the catch, and that's it. Did a good job of keeping it from getting by him, but nonetheless, Ballant's on second base. And I tell you, sometimes I think we're blessed not to have those big screens here, because then you'll see that call over and over again, and if it doesn't go your way, boy, it just gets the crowd fired up, and you don't want that sometimes. Not to mention, I can't imagine how much it would cost to put one of those things in. Nonetheless, millions of them like in Major League stadiums. But anyways, Sebastian Muller is now up with Mitch Ballant on second base, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Dawgs leading 7-4. And here's the pitch from Ben Bolden. Oh, wow. You know, I keep talking about that those foul balls come flying back at us. We have a GoPro camera that's just a couple feet in front of us here. And I think that ball just about directly smashed it. If you were watching, oh, boy. And that's Dave Warner's camera. And here's the pitch for strike 2. And Dave is in a tizzy right now. I think his camera's okay. But, oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, we're getting creative now, trying to readjust the camera. Oh, boy. That's a tough camera. Look at that. Still functioning. And there's strike 3, a swing and a miss. So,
all right, fans, get out
but nonetheless, we go into the top of the 8th inning with the DiamondDawgs leading 7-4, and we will be right back.
Hey fans, tell the world you are here at Veterans Memorial Park watching your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit mvdiamonddogs.com or like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high principles and concern for the people in the communities in which they serve. Go see our friends at Hummel's Office Plus for all your home and office needs. Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live.
All right, we are back at Veterans Memorial Park here for the top of the 8th inning, where the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs lead the Boonville Lumberjacks 7-4. So the line for this game so far, the Boonville Lumberjacks have 4 runs on 3 hits and they've committed 2 errors, whereas the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs have 7 runs on 5 hits and they have committed 1 error.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is brought to you by our friends at Art Kirkemer.
As we can certainly hear our hands clap here, as the crowd's liking what they're seeing.
Leading off for Boonville, third baseman number 12 from Mineral Area College, Hugo Kornhorst.
So leading off for the Jacks this inning is Hugo Kornhorst. He's their third baseman. He drew a walk last time up. And Aiden Calagrande is still in the game as he just mowed through Boonville last inning. First pitch misses, though, outside, ball 1. As he's back into his windup, and here's the pitch. That's outside, too, for ball 2. So he got an early 2-0 count, which is, actually a hitter's count for Kornhorst. But he's also facing Calagrande, who's just been on a strikeout streak so far this season. And there's the pitch for strike 1 right on the corner. Well, I tell you, Calagrande didn't step off that rubber for long. He got right back on. He's back. He's already in his windup. And here it comes, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So after getting behind in the count early, Aiden Calagrande has now brought it to 2-2 with no outs here in the top of the 8th inning, no runners aboard. And here's the pitch, and strike 3. Strike 3 for Aiden Calagrande. That's out number 1. That is going to bring up Eli Snelson, who is the second baseman for the Lumberjacks. He's out of Union University. The last time up, he grounded out to the Dawgs shortstop, Sam Miller. And Calagrande is into his windup and swing and a miss. Strike 1. Well, I tell you, this machine is well oiled so far now. And he has not wasted time out there at all. One shake off. He says, "No, I want this one." And here it comes. And did he go? Yes, sir. First base umpire says, "You went around. You did not catch that Aiden Calagrande pitch." And it's 0-2 already with 1 out, no runners aboard here in the top of the 8th inning. Calagrande into his windup. Here's the pitch. a little bit outside. And Mitch Ballant does a nice job of coming out of his catcher squat to haul that in before it hits the backstop. So you got a count of 1-2 with 1 out, no runners aboard here, with the Dawgs holding on to a 3-run lead. And Aiden Calagrande winds up. Here's the pitch. Just got a piece of it. Just a little carom off the bat there to the backstop for a foul ball, keeping himself alive. Snelson lives to fight another pitch. We got a count of 1-2 with 1 out. And the Jacks are going to need to get going if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. As Calagrande delivers, strike 3. Big swing and a miss, and that's 2 up, 2 down. And guess what? That's 2 Ks.
From Spartan Methodist College, Matthew Layton.
So now up to the plate for the Lumberjacks is Matthew Layton. Matthew Layton goes to Spartan Methodist College, and he's their left fielder. And last 2 times up, he is grounded out to Sebastian Muller, the Dawgs' first baseman. So let's see what happens here. Calagrande delivers the pitch. Whew. Boy, if he missed, he didn't miss by much, but the umpire says, yes, sir, you missed. The count is 1-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. As Calagrande winds up. That time he got the corner. I'll tell you what, he was like an artist out there painting that corner. And now he's got a count of 1-1 to work with 2 outs. No runners aboard. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled off into the woods here down the third base side. Oh, I saw somebody reach for it, but it went over their head. He's going to climb into the woods. He wants that ball. All right, good for him. Excellent. So you got a count of 1-2 with 2 outs here. Calagrande looking to put an end to this inning. As he winds up, here's the pitch. No, he just missed again. Just missed. And that is going to bring the count to 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. The Dawgs got a 3-run lead with their strikeout leader pitching. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled off back into this backstop. But this time it wasn't quite near our camera. So I was going to say, I thought I heard a very big sigh of relief behind us from Dave Warner. So 2-2 the count, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. As Aiden Calagrande delivers, and a weak grounder over to first base that Muller plays, and they're going to say that went foul. He just couldn't get to it before it crossed over the line. So Matthew Layton stays alive, even though I will say that tonight he just likes hitting the ball down to Sebastian Muller. But this time the ball ended up in foul territory instead of fair, and he gets another crack at Aiden Calagrande. With a count of 2-2, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. No runners aboard. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. A strikeout inning for Aiden Calagrande. 3 up, 3 down. No runs across for the Lumberjacks. And we go to the bottom of the 8th with your DiamondDawgs leading 7-4.
If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter & Van Meter, LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today. Van's NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you.
So we're back here for the bottom of the 8th inning. And I got to tell you, I think we've got the most fun, not only press box, but fans in the entire league here. Yes, we got the Macarena going in between innings. And I can tell you, this guy's having the time of his life, and man, can he move. Look at this guy go. That is awesome. And if we had a camera up here in the press box, we got the same thing going on with our writer extraordinaire, Josh McMullen, doing the Macarena right up here. So when he gets done doing the Macarena, when this game's over, he's going to put out a great article on My Little Falls about this game tonight. So be sure you check that out. But in the meantime, Dogs are back up in the bottom of the 8th, and leading them off is Sam Miller. Sam is the Dog shortstop, and the last time up he had a big 2 RBI single. So let's see what happens here as Ben Bolden winds up and delivers for strike 1 to start the bottom of the 8th inning off.
We're going to do the YMCA.
I tell you, Sam Miller's having a great game all the way around. He's made some sparkling plays over at shortstop in the field. Having a good day at the bat, too. And he held up his swing there. He thought about going for that one, but then as the pitch drifted outside, he thought better. He held up, and the count is 1-1. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Sammy saw a pitch that he liked, but he took a really healthy cut at it, but just couldn't catch it. So he's got a count of 1-2 now with no outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that's low and outside, 2-2. Bolden tried to get him to fish, but Sammy Miller refused to throw that fishing pole in the water. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. He held up again, being very patient up there at the plate. So he is forced to count full at 3-2 with no outs here in the bottom of the 8th, no runners aboard. And the Dogs with a 3-run lead. Here's Bolden's windup. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Now coming to play right fielder, number 28 from St. Bonaventure's, Mark Daroxi.
So that's Bolden's 3rd strikeout, 2nd in a row. And now up to the plate for the Dogs is Mark Daroxi. Mark is their right fielder tonight from St. Bonaventure University. He reached out on an error last time up, so he's looking to get back aboard to this at-bat as well. Dogs leading 7-4 here in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. And there's Ben Bolden. He jammed him, popped it up, and Bolden's going to play that one. It's just a little jam shot there. Not much you can do about that.
Central Florida, Brady Shannon.
Coming up now is the Dogs' designated hitter, Brady Shannon. Brady struck out last time he was up, so he's looking to get off the schneid as far as the game-wise goes, and he wants to get on base. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Dogs leading 7-4. Oh, we got a pinch hitter. Sorry. Chance Checka from Herkimer College, the local guy, up to the plate. I'm going to say, that didn't look like Brady's hair. But, you know, who am I to say? Anyways, Chance Checka is up now. And like I said, he comes to us from Herkimer College. Fine school, if I do say so myself. And here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. We just had their commercial on a little while ago, and I'll be going there in the fall, so maybe I'll see Chance around campus. Anyways, here's Bolden windup. Here's the pitch. And he missed high for ball 2. All right, so Checka gets ahead in the count 2-0 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, no runners aboard. And the Dogs looking to close this one out. Bolden winds up. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Chance Checka liked the pitch that he saw, but just couldn't catch it. So we got a count of 2-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that's in the dirt for ball 3. You know, it doesn't seem like it was, you know, this game started off with the Lumberjacks having a big first inning, jumping out to a 4-0 lead. That's a distant memory now as the Dogs scored 7 unanswered to take a 7-4 lead that we got in the bottom of the 8th inning right now. A 3-1 count for Chance Checka with 2 outs, no runners aboard. And there's the pitch. He got the corner. He did get the corner, the umpire said, so that's going to force a full count. 3-2 with 2 outs here, no runners aboard in the bottom of the 8th inning. As Checa waits for the delivery from Bolden. He's in his windup. Here it is. Fouled back right above our press box here. Which either landed in Burwell Street and rolled down or rolled up Ray Street. One or the other. So, anyways, if there's anybody walking along there, they're entitled to a souvenir, I guess. But anyways, with a count of 3-2, 2 outs, no runners aboard here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Dogs leading 7-4. And here's the pitch from Bolden, and a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. All right, so no runs for your Dogs as we go to the top of the 9th inning with the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs leading the Boonville Lumberjacks by a score of 7-4. We'll be right back.
Vans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
Will your tires make it through this summer driving season safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
All right, we are back for the top of the 9th inning here in Little Falls, where the Boonville Lumberjacks are down to their last licks, so to speak. It's at the top of the 9th. They're the visiting team, and they need 3 runs to tie this game.
Now batting, Jacob Gadzaka, number 13.
Jacob Gadzaka is batting. He came in for
It's Jack Gadzaka.
Jack Gadzaka. That's right. Oh, hey, you know what? Close, right? So, anyways, he pinch hitter for Jake Hatch last time up. And here's the pitch from Aiden Calagrande with a swing and a miss. More of the same from Aiden. Man, I tell you, this guy has just been a strike machine. And he's looking and he wants to go right back to work, folks. There's no break for this guy. He's into his windup already. Here's the delivery. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Calagrande's up in the count already. 0-2 with no outs here in the top of the 9th. And the Lumberjacks are running out of runway here. Facing a steep challenge and getting past Aiden Calagrande. Here's the pitch. A little bit high. Just a little high. To force the count into a 1-2 count. You know, we just had a camera shot of our crowd. We got a good crowd here tonight in Veterans Memorial Park, and we thank you fans for coming out. And there's the pitch just outside. Just missed. So Aiden Calagrande now has a 2-2 count to work with no outs. In the top of the 9th inning, no runners aboard, and he's got a 3-run lead. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. Fouled right back, right in front of us again. About maybe 10 feet to the left, and we would have had camera troubles again. But as it stands, we don't, and that's good because we don't want our equipment broken because I'll tell you what, that stuff's expensive. If you ever looked that up, you wouldn't believe how much it costs. But at any rate, we got a 2-2 count here with no outs. And here's the pitch. Strike 3, caught him looking.
Now coming to play the catcher, number 24.
And that is out number 1 for the inning. You can look, but you better not touch, like Bruce Springsteen once said. And now the catcher, Joshua Lopez, is up with 1 out. They've got 2 more outs to try to get their work done here. But I tell you what, Aiden Calagrande is rolling. And he looks in and he's winding up already. And there's the pitch just a little bit low and inside. So you got a count of 1-0 now with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. The Dawgs looking to close this one out and solidify their hold on 3rd place in the PGCBL East Division. And just a little bit low. The landing gear didn't come out in time. You got a count of 2-0 with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Kyle Grande takes a little walk around the mound just to catch his breath, collect his thoughts, reset. He's back on the rubber. He's looking in. Him and Ballin are on the same page. They're ready to read. Here's the pitch. And a little bit high. 3-0 now for the count. And give Lopez credit for being patient, too, because, you know, when you're facing a pitcher like Kyle Grande, you want to get that one good swing in. And he's taken all the way that time, right down the middle, 3-1. So Lopez is still in a hitter's count, but Kyle Grande has been rolling. He's winding up already. Here's the pitch. And that's a little flare into right field. Daraski plays it and gets it back into the infield. But nonetheless, Lopez is aboard, and Nick Vega comes to the plate. Nick Vega is their DH. And last time he walked, he got on base, so the game is not over yet. You got 1 out with a runner on first base. No, Vega is not the tying run because they're down 3. But you want to get through this because, you know, you got to get 1 to get 2 to get 3. You don't want to screw around with this. So here's Kyle Grande. First pitch fouled back into the tennis courts for a count of 0-1.
Missed it by that much.
So I don't really know the scouting report on Boonville. I don't know if Lopez is a threat to go or not. Doesn't really seem to be taking too big of a lead out there. Kyle Grande looks over. I think he's going to concentrate on the batter. And here he comes right to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Blew that one right by him. So you got a count of 0-2 with 1 out, a runner on first base. The Dawgs have got a 3-run lead. A ground ball could potentially be a double play here. As Kyle Grande looks in, he winds up. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled back. Right about in the same spot that he fouled the other one off. So if there's any kids over there waiting for foul balls, they have got a foul ball bonanza going on right now. But at any rate, Kyle Grande's got another ball in his hand. He's ready to go. Looks over at first base. He goes into his windup. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 on the corner. Caught him looking again. That is out number 2. The Dawgs are 1 out away from putting this one to bed. And Aiden Calagrande is rolling. Coming up to the plate now is Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith is the Lumberjack center fielder. Flew out last time he was up. He is the last hope for the Lumberjacks here in a game that they desperately need to win. That ball is a little low. Ball 1. So you got a count of 1-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. The DiamondDawgs holding on to a 7-4 lead. And you can hear the crowd over there getting wild now. They want this one closed out. Here's the pitch from Kyle Grande, up and away for 2-0. The count is 2-0. With 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Up and away. Reminds me of that movie Up. I don't know if you've ever seen that or not. But anyways, the dog pound's going nuts. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got the corner. Marcus Smith was a little surprised. He thought that was inside. But nonetheless, the umpire says, no, it might have looked inside to you, but it was also across the corner of the plate for a count of 2-1. With 2 outs here, here's the pitch from Kyle Grande, low and inside. He didn't get it that time. So Marcus Smith is in a hitter's count, and he's got a runner on first base, but he's also got 2 outs, so he's got to be careful. And his team desperately needs 3 runs. And there's the pitch, outside, ball 4. So now the tying runner comes to the plate in the form of Darnell Guerrero.
Now coming to plate the right fielder, number 23, from Alliance University, Darnell Guerrero.
You got runners on first and second, 2 outs. The Lumberjacks are down 3. Darnell Guerrero is at the plate so far tonight. He has walked, flown out, and struck out. Boy, would his team love to see him get a base hit at this time. But Aiden Calagrande delivers. Strike one on the outside corner. 2 strikes away from putting this one away. As the runners dance around on the bases, that's fouled off. Okay, here you go. You got a count of 0-2. You're in the witching hour now. Aiden Calagrande needs one more strike to send the DiamondDawgs to the victor laurels. As Guerrero digs in and waits for the pitch, Calagrande winds up, high and away, ball one. Kind of wonder if that was intentional, trying to get him to go after some high cheese. And apparently Guerrero was not hungry for it because he held up. All right, so you got a count of 1-2, 2 outs, runners on first and second. The Dogs leading by 3. Here's the pitch from Calagrande. Swing and a miss, and that is it. Good night, Irene. And your DiamondDawgs have gone on to a 7-4 victory.
We hope to see you back here.
And a comeback victory tonight as they went down 4-0 in the first inning. But you know what? The Dogs clawed their way back, scored 7 unanswered runs. Aiden Calagrande was lights out in the last 3 innings. And that'll do it here from Veterans Memorial Park as the Dogs have solidified their hold on third base in the PGCBL East Division. Again, they will be back here Saturday night for a doubleheader. And we will be having a playoff game on Sunday as the Dogs have clinched a playoff spot. We just don't know who they're going to play yet and at what time. So stay tuned to MVDiamondDawgs.com, all their social medias, and, of course, MyLittleFalls.com to find out. Well, folks, we want to thank you for watching tonight. We appreciate all your support. I'm Scott Kimball signing off, and we will see you next time here at the ballpark.
Field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! We got a guy on third and nobody out. It's time to stand up, yes, it's time to shout. We're playing some ball and we're having some fun. Come on, boys, let's score that run. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! The field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go, Dogs! 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 Don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now.